This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. We're learning more about a possible threat that could affect voter security in next month's general election. Authorities say hackers could affect voter registration databases. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo is live at the Sarasota County Supervisor of Elections Office with what's being done to keep that information secure. Dwayne?
Well, Scott, a pair of cyber attacks on the states of Illinois and Arizona's voter registration this past summer. So election supervisors in both Manatee and Sarasota counties say they're doing their due diligence in preventing any of these attacks from happening here.
Federal, state, as well as local agencies are now well aware that hackers have a potential to break in and delete or alter individual voter registration records.
We've never had anything like this in Florida before.
Homeland Security says election officials in 21 states have requested help in blocking cyber attacks following reports of hacking attempts into several voter registry databases. Sarasota County's Supervisor of Elections, Kathy Dent, says they're keeping a close eye.
We were identifying IP addresses that were suspicious, and we checked our systems here, and now we're going to be even more vigilant, and we're going to be checking daily.
We're just going to be cautious. We're watching. We have not seen any incidents at all.
Supervisor of Elections in Manatee County, Michael Bennett, says although no incidents have occurred, his staff is still cautious.
Right now, all we can do is continuously be on guard the same way as you would with your personal information. We're conscious of everybody's personal information, so we're very, very careful that who gets in, who doesn't get in. We've been on multiple conference calls to ensure that everybody in the state of Florida feels comfortable.
And one of those conference calls was with the Florida Department of State Elections Division. The agency told us, we are in regular contact with all federal and state partners as it relates to election security. And at this point, we currently have no indication of a Florida-specific issue. As for the supervisors, they say from a registration standpoint, voters should not be concerned.
We're on top of it. Homeland Security is on top of it. The FBI is on top of it.
Whatever it is you read about, but I think our system is pretty safe.
Well, federal and state agencies are not only working with Sarasota Manatee, they're also collaborating with the other 65 counties in the state of Florida. Scott, back to you.
All right, Dwayne, thank you so much. Across Florida, election supervisors are getting ready to send out millions of vote-by-mail ballots. Starting tomorrow, nearly 2.4 million ballots will be sent out. So far, more than 1 million Republicans have requested ballots for the general election, along with just under 900,000 Democrats. Another 450,000 Floridians affiliated with a minor party or no party have also asked for those ballots, which used to be called absentee ballots. Secretary of State Ken Dentzner expects a very high voter turnout during this presidential election year. He says having numerous ways to vote makes that possible.
We here in Florida, we have got many options to vote. You can vote by mail, you can early vote at early voting locations, and you can find those early voting locations by checking with your supervisor of elections or going to yourvoteflorida.com.
Almost 2,800 mail ballots have already been filled out by military personnel or residents living abroad. The deadline to register to vote for the general election just a week from tomorrow, Tuesday, October 11th. A Pokemon Go date ends with one Sarasota man facing multiple felony drug charges. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies arresting 20-year-old Guillermo Cava Nunez. Deputies say they smelled marijuana near a parked car at Urfer Park around midnight this morning. The car belonged to Cava Nunez, who says he was meeting his girlfriend to play Pokemon Go. Deputies say they searched his car and found Xanax bars, marijuana, cocaine, and other drugs. He's now facing felony drug charges and is being held at the Sarasota County Jail. Black Lives Matter protests are continuing across Manatee County following an incident involving a Confederate flag at a local high school. Just yesterday, another protest took place at Bradenton's Riverwalk. On Wednesday, a student at Manatee High brought a Confederate flag on campus for Spirit Week. The student turned over the flag to the school's principal, but the next day there were Black Lives Matter protests at several area high schools. Organizers say it's encouraging to see a younger generation peacefully stand up for what they believe in.
The older group, we take the initiatives ourselves, but for the younger generation to get involved, that there is really a need for change.
I feel as though it's especially important for younger people to develop that habit. That's something that I wish I would have done sooner instead of kind of like more recently, is to get into the habit of vocalizing my concerns, learning the language, and understanding how to relate to people and how to better organize so that I can see the changes that I want enacted.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, we'll hear how a younger generation is becoming more involved in activism and what it could mean for the community. Manatee County welcoming its new Emergency Medical Services Chief. Paul DeChico will be sworn in as chief during a brief ceremony tonight at the Manatee County Administrative Building. DeChico has been the acting EMS chief since February and has worked with the county since 2005, working his way all the way up when he started as a volunteer. Congratulations to him. Let's get another check on our weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Devastating storm, looks like catastrophic, possibly into Haiti. Whenever you get a hurricane like this and moving toward Haiti, there's always that possibility of mudslides. And I know over the past years, at times when a huge storm like this were to move through, it can cause considerable loss of life. And we're talking in the hundreds to even thousands as a result of that. And notice Jamaica may miss the full brunt of this storm now as it heads, it looks like, directly toward the southwestern portion of Haiti tonight. And you can see Jamaica on the least activity as far as the rough weather goes. Again, the dirtier side to the right, and that's where all the rain is. We're expecting up to over a meter of rainfall, possibly into western portions of Haiti. As far as the winds go, 140 miles an hour. It's moving to the north at 7. The pressure at 940 millibars, which is still extremely low. And there it goes tonight. That's tomorrow morning, and then it's stretching off toward the central Bahamas, where a hurricane warning is in effect, a hurricane watch in effect for the northwest Bahamas. And then they could see hurricane watches or possibly tropical storm watches as early as tonight or Tuesday for parts of the east coast of Florida as a result of a shift in the track a little bit toward the left or toward the west. Well, more on this as well as the heavy rainfall here coming up a little bit later. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. A Florida State University student accused of stabbing and biting his victim's face is now officially charged with 2 murders. 19-year-old Austin Haroof was released from the hospital and taken to Martin County Jail today. He's being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder for the deaths of Michelle Mishkin and her husband John Stevens. Police say in August, Haroof attacked the couple in their garage, biting off pieces of Stevens' face. The FBI is still testing his blood for bath salts and the drug known as flakka. The Washington Redskins may have lost one battle concerning its controversial name. The U.S. Supreme Court announcing it will not take up the appeal by the NFL team to keep its federal trademark protections. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office canceled 6 of the football team's registrations. The government says the law that governs trademarks prevents registration of so-called disparaging trademarks, and some Native American groups say the name is offensive. Without a trademark registration, the team would no longer have the right to exclusive nationwide use of that mark. The United States is on a mission to save some of its busiest workers, bees. For the first time ever, the U.S. has placed 7 bee species on the endangered species list. All of them are native to Hawaii. The numbers of bees have declined sharply in recent years due to various factors, including habitat loss, pesticides, and the loss of genetic diversity. Listing the bees allows authorities to provide recovery programs and get funding for protection. Bees, of course, are crucial to the nation's food industry. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, those who are working at Starbucks have a new reason to be a bit more happy in the morning. We'll show you why. Plus, how local businesses are raising awareness about breast cancer. That story, we come back.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. Replacing your windows will not just beautify your home, but save you big bucks on your energy bills. I've done the research. I've seen the factory. New South Window is my hands-down choice.
New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare.
Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Do you know there is money available to lower your Medicare prescription costs? Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself,
or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget. and we'll do it at no charge to you.
Plus, you may be able to save money on prescriptions. We'll tell you if you qualify.
Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy?
Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs.
Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on the screen now to make sure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Don't wait. Call now.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2016 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Complimentary maintenance included. At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and many Suncoast businesses are hosting special events. ABC7's Alex Redmond joins us now with how Orange Theory employees and members in downtown Sarasota are sweating to raise both money and awareness. Alex?
Thank you, Scott. There are a variety of people in a packed exercise class. The uber fit, moderately fit, and some who aspire to be fit, and some with breast cancer.
Go all out for breast cancer awareness!
About 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of their lifetime.
You turn to your left, you turn to your right, inevitably you're going to find someone who is going through that cancer process or is a cancer survivor, breast cancer survivor.
We are donating money this month to breast cancer awareness, so if you guys could check in.
Fitness coach Patricia Dorr explains Orange Theory's one-day efforts of raising breast cancer awareness.
We are donating $5 per person that walks in the door and takes a class. $5 per person that's going to the National Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation.
I'm thrilled that there's so many things out there to spread the word, the walkathons, the jogathons.
Breast cancer survivor Marcia Nippert says a routine screening caught her cancer.
I always thank God that I went in for that mammogram on a regular basis. And I hear women complaining about the discomfort. And I say to myself when I go in there, what a great tool we've got, ladies.
And if you think that breast cancer affects only women, then you may want to think again.
So it was a telephone call, and the doctor said, you have breast cancer. And I was stunned because I never heard of breast cancer in men.
According to Cancer.org, more than 2,500 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in men in 2016.
The problem is that they tend to be late stage because men don't think it's breast cancer. They may feel a lump.
Men may ignore signs until they experience symptoms like bleeding or pain.
And then they'll go to the doctors and find out that they're in an advanced stage.
Olson says his male breast cancer tattoo opens up the conversation, and breast cancer awareness is apparent at Orange Theory Studios on Sarasota's Main Street.
Can you imagine if every business in Sarasota did this? Can you imagine if every business in the United States did this? How much money would be raised for cancer awareness?
Dorr says she participated in all 6 breast cancer awareness classes at Orange Theory because in comparison with the battle of cancer treatment, it is a very small effort.
So let's go back to the gentleman you talked to who had breast cancer. How did he find that?
He found it because there was like a little tiny dot of blood on his shirt from his nipple. He kind of didn't think much about it until it came back again.
Yeah.
Then he went and his doctor prescribed him to go and get a mammogram, and he was just completely blown away by having to do that. But he went and it came back positive. He had a double mastectomy.
He's doing well now.
He's doing great, that's because he caught it.
Okay, Alex, thank you. Bob is also wearing some pink today. Bob, tell us about it.
That's right. Real men wear pink. It's all part of the Making Strides going on with the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And again, the big walk, Making Strides, taking place October 22nd, and that is at the Polo Grounds. We'll have more information on that. And by the way, my wife just went through a double mastectomy, and it's her birthday today, and she is a survivor. She'll be out there as well at that walk. So happy birthday to Susan. 50th, by the way. So I shouldn't say that. 30th. I'm sorry. Anyway, some heavy rainfall down to our south right now, continuing to move up from the north to the south. Although it is weakening as far as the lightning goes, still some tremendous rainfall rates occurring across South Sarasota and into Charlotte counties right now, where the roadways, some of them impassable as a result of that heavy rainfall in just a short period of time. You can see that covering much of southwestern portion of Manatee County or Sarasota County all the way to Northport and I-75. Some heavy lightning strikes there building toward Arcadia. And as far as the forecast goes, still dangerous into Northport, Port Charlotte, stretching east to Inglewood. Now, heavier rain earlier today, just around 2:30 into northwest Bradenton, also into Anna Maria Island, Longboat Key, all up near 2 inches of rainfall near Palmetto and Ellenton. And in fact, the rain came heavy at times near US 301. Right there by the Ellenton Mall. This video sent in by Sherry Butte, and I tell you what, it was pretty tough going. You see this truck even having a hard time going down US 301 toward the I-75 bridge right there, and that was a result of just 2 inches of rainfall in a short period of time. So we appreciate that. Sending this in by Facebook, and you can do the same too. Just send it to our Facebook page, and we'll see what happens as far as that goes. And that was some very good video there. 79 degrees as long as you're not driving. Cloudy skies right now, dew point 74, winds out of the east-northeast today. And the pressure pretty low right now. We have a trough of low pressure around, and the high today was 89, 73 the low, and those numbers fairly close to seasonal averages. And rainfall amounts, 1/1300th of an inch of rain at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. Most of the rain fell just north of that area, just north of Bayshore, actually. 79 degrees in Sarasota. It's 83 now in Jacksonville, Orlando at 83, Pensacola at 88 degrees. Satellite and radar combination showing a lot of tropical moisture around, all pushing northward, and we're going to see showers continuing for the next couple of hours or so. Then there could be a little calm, say after 10:30, 11 o'clock. We could see redevelopment tomorrow, again, late morning, early afternoon. Well, this is an amazing storm to last so long as a major hurricane. It started basically on Friday, continued Saturday, Sunday, and now Monday. The pressure is still very low at 940 millibars. Top winds are at 140 miles an hour at gusts at 165. And the storm is spreading as far as the wind field goes, so lots of watches and warnings in effect right now. It looks like Haiti, at least the western portion of Haiti, will get the brunt of this storm as the center passes right into it. Looks like north winds are at 7 miles an hour. It's moving to the north at 7 miles an hour. The top winds at 140. And look at this. It still maintains Category 3 status if it just catches the eastern tip of Cuba, and we think it will. And water temperatures are still pretty warm here, mid to upper 80s in that region. And look at this. The cone of uncertainty has now shifted back to Florida. It had been off the East Coast, but now all the models are moving back, indicating that this high pressure ridge, which is driving it, is going to be a little stronger, and the trough, which was expected to move it off, may be a little weaker. So we'll have to keep a close watch on that and see if that trend continues. As far as boating goes, northeast winds at 10 knots, a light chop in the bays and inland waters, and as far as the water temperature goes, it's still very warm out there in the 86 degrees, in fact. Sunset will be at 7:14, sunrise will be at 7:25. The extended forecast is calling for a pretty good bet for scattered storms again tomorrow, and then 40% chance on Wednesday and Thursday, getting breezy on Thursday, and drier air slipping in for the weekend. Hopefully everything's gone by then. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. In Suncoast Traffic Watch at this hour, no crashes, but traffic is a little backed up on I-75. It's the northbound lanes right near, just north of Fruitville Road. You can see it slows down right there. Two outdoor gear giants are merging in a $5.5 billion deal. Bass Pro Shops is buying Cabela's. The outfitter will acquire 85 specialty stores in the western U.S. and Canada. The combined companies plan to keep some operations in Cabela's home state of Nebraska, but it's not clear yet how many jobs might be lost. Capital One will help Bass Pro manage the credit card and loyalty programs under the Cabela's name. Those cards and rewards will remain unchanged through this merger. Some baristas at Starbucks are now making a little more money. Pay raises between 5 and 15% took effect today for 157,000 Starbucks workers in the U.S. This summer, Starbucks announced base pay hikes for employees at company-owned stores, also a doubling of company stock awards for workers of 2 years or more. The salary tracking website Glassdoor.com says employees average $9.35 an hour, with shift supervisors averaging more than $11 an hour. Stay with us. Entertainment news is next.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WindGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WindGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store of choice. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life.
Kim Kardashian West is safe in New York tonight after being robbed at gunpoint while attending Fashion Week in Paris. Paris police say 5 assailants dressed as police officers tied her up at a Paris residence and stole more than $10 million in jewelry and valuables. Kardashian West was not physically harmed, but very shaken up after the incident. Police say the 5 suspects are still at large. A new cosmetics line inspired by the late singer Selena sold out in just one day. Fans of Selena flocked to MAC Cosmetics' website for the release of her products, but were disappointed when they could not complete their purchases. After receiving complaints from fans on Twitter, the company says more of Selena's products will be available starting today through select online retailers, and it will be available in stores on Thursday. Well, Ryan Lochte apparently has a new friend, his Dancing with the Stars castmate, Vanilla Ice. The athlete says Vanilla Ice encouraged him to stay on the show after 2 men rushed at him on stage. The men were protesting the swimmer for lying to authorities about an incident in Rio. Vanilla Ice says he calmed Lochte by sharing his saying, "Yesterday's history and tomorrow's a mystery." The Norman Rockwell Museum will be adding new digital learning experiences thanks to the creator of Star Wars. The George Lucas Family Foundation sent the Stockbridge, Massachusetts Museum a $1.5 million grant aimed specifically to enhance their engagement division and multimedia experiences. Museum officials say Lucas is an avid collector of Rockwell pieces and shares their belief in art transcending generations. Fans will have the chance to enjoy all 8 Harry Potter films together on the big screen later this month. Warner Brothers announcing today that for 1 week, IMAX theaters will feature all the films, including Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, both having never been screened in IMAX before. The week-long event will begin October 13th. And we'll be right back with more news and the latest on Matthew. Stay with us.